Welcome to Sydney, Australia, a vibrant city on the country's southeast coast where the land meets the Pacific Ocean. Sydney is known for its beautiful harbour, golden beaches and lively neighbourhoods. If you look at a map, you'll find Sydney nestled along the edge of the continent, with the city stretching out around the water and famous landmarks dotting the shoreline. One of the most recognisable sights here is the Sydney Opera House. You've probably seen it in photos, a unique building with white sail-like roofs, sitting right on the harbour. The Opera House is more than just a pretty face. It's a symbol of Sydney and a centre for music, theatre and culture. Its design was chosen from an international competition, and the architect, Jorn Utzon, created something truly original. At first, his idea was almost overlooked, but it ended up becoming one of the world's most famous buildings. It's amazing how close it came to not being built at all. Today, the Opera House is a place where people gather for performances, festivals, and to enjoy the view. It's especially beautiful at night, with the lights reflecting off the water. The roof is covered in over 1 million tiles designed to stay clean with just the rain, no need for constant scrubbing. It's a clever bit of engineering that keeps the Opera House looking fresh. The whole building is a real highlight of Sydney's skyline. Walking around the harbour, you get a sense of how special this place is. It's even more impressive in person than in any photo. If you're enjoying this guide, feel free to subscribe for more Sydney stories and tips. Thanks for joining me. Let's keep exploring Sydney together. Okay, next up, you can't miss it. It's literally massive. We're talking about the Sydney Harbour Bridge. It is an absolute beast. The locals call it the Coathanger. You can totally see why. It's got that perfect arch. What's really cool is the bridge climb. You can climb to the very top. How mental is that? You get the grey jumpsuit, get clipped on, start climbing. The views from the top are just, wow, seriously, they're insane. You can see the entire city, the Opera House, all the little boats zipping about in the harbour. It's a bit windy up there, you're pretty high up. If you're scared of heights, maybe give it a miss, or just be really, really brave for a few hours. The feeling of being up there is something else. It's one of those proper bucket list moments. And here's another little fact for you. The bridge is held together by about 6 million rivets. 6 million. Each one was put in by hand. The 4 massive stone pylons at each end, they're actually just for decoration. They don't hold the bridge up at all. They're just there to make it look nice and solid. Mad, isn't it? All that effort just to make it look pretty. But hey, it worked. Right, onto the beach. You can't come to Sydney and not go to the beach, and the most famous of them all has to be Bondi. It's this huge, crescent-shaped stretch of golden sand, and the waves are just perfect for surfing. The whole vibe here is just super chilled. Everyone's walking around with a surfboard under their arm, looking impossibly cool and tanned. It's the sort of place that makes you want to quit your job and become a surf instructor immediately. The water is that perfect shade of turquoise, it's just so inviting. But it's not just about the surfing. You've probably heard of the TV show Bondi Rescue, right? Well, the lifeguards are real, and they are seriously on it. They patrol this beach all day, every day, keeping everyone safe. A little fact about them is that they perform thousands of rescues every single year. They have to deal with everything from shark alarms to just people getting caught in the strong currents, or rips. It's a pretty intense job when you think about it. So if you go for a swim, remember to swim between the red and yellow flags. And after your swim, you have to check out the Bondi Icebergs pool. It's this famous saltwater pool right at the south end of the beach, and the waves from the ocean literally crash right into it. It's the most incredible place to do a few laps. Plus, the whole area around the beach is packed with cool little cafes and shops. You could easily spend a whole day here just soaking it all in. It's just got that classic, laid-back Aussie feel. Alright, from the beach to the zoo. But this isn't just any old zoo, this is Taronga Zoo, best view of any zoo in the entire world. It's set on a hill right across the harbour from the city, so while you're looking at the giraffes, you can see the Opera House, you can see the Harbour Bridge. It's the most surreal and beautiful setting. You get a ferry over to it, an adventure in itself, then a cable car up to the top entrance. The zoo is massive and has all the classic Aussie animals you'd want to see. Kangaroos hopping about, sleepy koalas munching on eucalyptus leaves, and even the elusive platypus, if you're lucky. But my favourite part has to be the giraffe enclosure. Because of where it's positioned, giraffes look like they're chilling out over the city skyline. It makes for incredible photos. You can't get a view like that anywhere else. Here's a fun little fact for you. The name Taronga is an Aboriginal word that means beautiful view. How perfect is that? They literally named it for its best feature. The zoo is also really big on conservation, which is amazing. They do so much work to protect endangered species. It's one of those places where you can have a really fun day out, but also feel good knowing you're supporting something important. A proper win-win. Right in the middle of all the hustle and bustle of the city, you'll find this massive patch of green, the Royal Botanic Garden. It's such a peaceful, beautiful place to escape for a bit. You can be surrounded by skyscrapers 1 minute, and the next you're wandering through a rose garden. Tropical Rainforest Centre. It's right on the edge of the harbour, so you get these little glimpses of water through the trees. Perfect spot for a picnic. The garden is the oldest scientific institution in Australia. It opened in 1816, over 200 years old. Imagine all the things these trees have seen. It started as a place to test which plants could grow in the new colony. Now it has plants from all over the world. There's a whole section just for cacti, like a desert movie. My favourite spot, the Calyx, a living art gallery. Massive, colourful flower walls that change every few months. So vibrant, you can almost smell it. Brilliant place to get lost and wander away from the city, Sydney's giant back garden. And it's completely free to enter. If you're looking for somewhere with a bit of buzz, loads of stuff to do, head to Darling Harbour. It's this massive waterfront area packed with entertainment. You've got the Sea Life Sydney Aquarium, walk through tunnels with sharks swimming over your head and rays gliding above. And right next door is the Wildlife Sydney Zoo, so you can see even more Aussie animals if you didn't get your fill at Taronga. The whole place is just buzzing with energy, especially at night when everything is all lit up. There are loads of restaurants and bars all along the waterfront, so it's a great place to go for dinner. There's also the Australian National Maritime Museum, which has actual Navy ships on display, and a submarine that you can go on and explore. It feels like a proper playground for kids and, let's be honest, for adults too. Who doesn't want to go on a submarine? And a little fact for you about this place. Darling Harbour was completely redeveloped for Australia's bicentenary in 1988. Before that, it was a busy industrial port with lots of docks and warehouses. It's had such a massive transformation into the entertainment hub it is today. They even have a huge Ferris wheel now, which gives you another amazing view of the city, especially when all the lights are twinkling. It's just a really fun, vibrant part of Sydney. Okay, for our last stop, we're heading to the oldest part of Sydney. This is the Rocks. It's like stepping back in time. The streets are all cobblestone. The buildings are these old, historic sandstone pubs and houses. This is where the first European settlers landed back in 1788, so the whole area is just steeped in history. You can just feel it as you walk around. It's got a completely different feel to the modern, shiny parts of the city. The Rocks is famous for its weekend markets. The whole place comes alive with stalls selling everything from crafty bits and bobs, handmade jewellery and amazing street food. It's the perfect place to find a unique souvenir that isn't just a stuffed koala. But the real magic is in exploring the little hidden laneways and alleyways. You'll find these tiny little pubs that claim to be the oldest in Sydney, and they've got so much character. And for a quirky little tidbit, many of the laneways have these really strange names, and they're connected by these steep, narrow flights of stairs. One of the most famous is the Suez Canal, which was apparently a notorious alleyway back in the day. The area used to be home to sailors and gangs, so it has a bit of a rough and ready history, which makes it even more interesting to explore. It's the historic heart of Sydney, and it's absolutely brilliant. And there you have it, a super quick tour of some of my absolute favourite spots in Sydney. What a city, eh? From the ridiculously good-looking Opera House and that absolute unit of a bridge, to the chilled-out vibes of Bondi and the incredible views from the zoo. Sydney has got so much going on, and we've only just scratched the surface, really. It's one of those places that has a bit of everything for everyone. Whether you want to surf, shop, eat, or just soak up some history, you can do it all here. I honestly had the best time putting this little guide together for you. It's always fun to not just see the big sights, but to learn the little stories and funny facts that go along with them. It makes the whole experience feel a bit more special, you know? Like knowing the Opera House was a reject, or that the bridge pylons are just for show. It's those little things that you remember. I really hope this has given you a bit of inspiration for your own Sydney trip, or maybe just taught you something new about this amazing place. Thank you so much for watching, you absolute legends. It really does mean the world to me. Don't forget to let me know in the comments which fun fact you found the most interesting, or if you have any of your own Sydney hidden gems to share. I'd love to read them. Make sure you're subscribed so you don't miss the next adventure. Until then, have a good one, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye.